I'm Dr. Liam, and this is The Prescription. I was diagnosed with ADHD later in life, and when I look back at my production career throughout that lens, a lot of things finally made sense. The struggles, yes, but also some of the things I was actually good at. One of the things that clicked was this. A big part of being a producer is pattern recognition, looking at a project in motion and sensing, from experience, where things are going to break before they do. Research on expert decision-making describes pattern recognition as one of the core processes underlying expert judgment, comparing a current situation against past experiences to retrieve a course of action that has worked before. What I didn't realize until my diagnosis is that my ADHD brain had been running that process constantly and faster than I understood. I was at a company where leadership decided to pull people off of multiple active projects to staff a proposal push. I ran the numbers, mapped out the predicted downstream impact on every affected project at the 6-month mark, and I estimated that the proposal had less than a 5% chance of materially improving our odds of winning it. I presented that information. Leadership felt the potential reward outweighed the risk, or at least that's how it was framed. Part of that might have been on me. One of my ADHD challenges has always been getting from step 1 to step 20 in my head, and then struggling to walk someone else through that path that I took to get there. Either way, 6 months later, every project was behind by almost exactly the percentage I'd estimated. The proposal was tentatively accepted, but work wouldn't start for at least a year or two. In the meantime, we'd robbed from Peter to pay Paul, and Paul had run away. The pattern was visible to me before it happened. That's not guesswork, that's how the ADHD brain operates when it's working for you. A 2024 study in comprehensive psychiatry found significant positive correlations between ADHD traits and hyperfocus, cognitive flexibility, and sensory processing sensitivity, all of which feed directly into environmental scanning. Researchers describe one mechanism as reduced cognitive filtering. The same process that creates distraction in a classroom enables associative thinking across domains in a production room. Your brain isn't ignoring things, it's noticing everything, all the time, and running it against everything you've ever seen before. ADHD comes with real challenges. I spent years unknowingly carrying some of them, but once I understood what my brain was actually doing and what had been quietly getting in my way, it stopped being as much of a liability and started being an edge. In production, one way that edge showed up was in pattern recognition. I was successful with it for years without really knowing why. Now that I do, I can better harness it.